is Megan Marshall, the Student Life and Events Coordinator for the Southern California campuses, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all to our virtual celebration of the Business Psychology Department Class of 2020. We are so excited that families and friends of our graduates have joined us from around the world and from around the country to celebrate this important day. Welcome and thank you for being here. And now I will introduce Dr. Michelle Nealon, President of the Chicago School of Professional Psychology.
Thank you so much, Ms. Marshall. It's my distinct honor and pleasure to be here for our virtual celebration of the Southern California campuses Class of 2020. For our graduates, this event is the culmination of several years of study. For the families of our graduates joining us today, I know that this event is the manifestation of all of your hopes and dreams. For the faculty who've toiled along with our graduates, this event is a moment of immense pride in your accomplishments. This is indeed always a great occasion at the Chicago School. It's a time to celebrate, a time to reflect, a time to prepare. Today, advice will be given and stories will be told. There will be laughter, tears, applause, and maybe a technical difficulty or two. Either way, even in this abridged format, these events are always very memorable. And now I'd like to introduce you to your department chair, Dr. Jay Finkelman.
Thank you, Madam President, and welcome all to what may be the world's first virtual commencement. Many years ago, Hubert Humphrey's wife reminded him before making a speech to the nation, "My dear, a speech to be immortal need not be eternal," and I will try to follow that sage advice. This is an exciting time for all of our graduates and a demanding time for our country and our world. The skill sets that you have acquired in our programs will serve you well throughout your career. We are a professional practice university, and we prepare graduates to hit the ground running and be able to excel anywhere in the world as practitioners and as consultants. We will be inviting you to numerous events and opportunities to further enhance skills and stay current in your profession. We strongly encourage you to remain affiliated with our department and our university. There is much reason for optimism, although it may not always be apparent. It is a challenging environment that we could not have anticipated, but as the expression goes, this too shall pass. Whether it's the virus or politics, your core faculty and I have each had the privilege of serving at TCSPP for almost a decade. And it's why we remain engaged and enthusiastic about our classes and our students and our mission. We invite you to continue the association with us as alums, or for graduates of our MAIO program as students in one of our PhD programs. We are not only committed to guiding you through career choices, but also utilizing our doctoral students as adjunct instructors when we see a good fit. Don't hesitate to let us know if your interest is in that direction and stay in contact with us. It has been a privilege to work with all of you. We wish everyone much continued success and offer congratulations on your achievements. So keep doing the right thing for your community, your university, and your profession. We count on you. It is now my great pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Dominique Burrell-Page, representing the Business Psychology Department Class of 2020.
Hey, how's everyone doing? I'm just jumping right into it. So first, I would like to thank the staff from the Chicago School of Professional Psychology for allowing me to address the Business Psychology, IO, and OL class of 2020. A huge thank you to our families, friends, colleagues, faculty, and support systems who have supported our dreams and helped us to turn our manifestations into a reality. We have managed to endure years of balancing school, internships, comps, our personal lives, and our arduous dissertation process, all while maintaining our mental health. And because of that, I applaud you all. While graduation isn't quite what we expected, today is today we get to celebrate how we channeled our inner shark and used our internal compass to tread in uncharted waters. This year has likely challenged us more than ever to uphold and exemplify the values of education, innovation, service, and community the Chicago School has instilled in us over the years. We demonstrated continuous education by allowing ourselves to be open to infinite possibilities that we were unsure of and allowed ourselves to trust the process. We demonstrated innovation with modifying our normal ways of life and business by discovering alternative ways to support our clients and family members. We embody service by using our emotional intelligence to help navigate the next generation and laying a foundation that's not built on survival, but thriving love. And we became grounded and leaned on our community to help leverage our internal strengths in these racially charged, troubled times. I think it's safe to say that perseverance is a defining characteristic that we all share. And with that, I'll leave you with an excerpt from a song that I'm sure we all can relate to by the Notorious B.I.G. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it, and live the phrase, sky's the limit. Thank you all again, and congratulations to the class of 2020.
Dominique, thank you for such an uplifting speech. I am Danielle Sparandio, Campus Dean of the Los Angeles campus. It is my pleasure to announce that we shall now proceed with the presentation of candidates for degrees. Each candidate has been approved by the faculty and the Board of Trustees to receive the degree indicated on their diploma, subject to the completion of all degree requirements. At this time, I'd like to invite Ms. Lauren Uribe to begin the presentation of candidates.
Thank you, Dr. Sparandio. We will now present the candidates for the Master of Arts in Industrial and Organizational Psychology degree and spotlight each candidate as their name is read. Graduates, if you have not done so, please turn your cameras on at this time. We encourage you all to go off of mute and applaud our graduates after their name and information are read. Maribel Herrera.
Thank you, Emily. I love you. Just kidding, girl. Woo!
Jacqueline Nevarez. Emily Ortega. Next, Cindy Serrano Pineda.
Yeah, Cindy. Woo.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Finkelman and all. Dr. Rosen and Dr. Nair Gordon. Y'all have been amazing. Dr. Miller as well.
I will now present our candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy and Business Psychology degree. Candidates spotlighted as their name is read and may begin being hooded as their name is read. Dominic Burrell Page. The effect of leader culture and leader member exchange on the turnover intention. Dr. Ian Rosen.
And if everyone could just remember to start applauding after their name and dissertation is read, that would be great.
Zachary Henson. Behavior characteristics can increase shared leadership and task performance in teams. Dr. Robert Miller.
Good job, Zach.
Thank you, Dr. Miller. Right. You're all good.
Rebecca Smith. The effects of organizational culture and total reliance on turnover and tensions among millennials. Dr. Nairi Gorchin.
Woo!
I will now present our candidate for the Doctor of Education and Organizational Leadership. This candidate will be spotlighted as her name is Red and may begin being hooded as her name is Red. Patricia Iffy Akbu.
Woo!
Thank you, Dr. Gorchin. Thank you, Dr. Finkelstein.
Just really quickly, dissertation title, Charter School Principals Leadership, Implementation of Full Inclusion. Dr. Mary Gorchin. All right, and I will now present our candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy and Organizational Leadership. Sarah Blassetti. The relationship between transformational leadership, job satisfaction, and work-life balance among California Community College adjunct faculty council.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Dr. Gorgian.
Petra Secker. Can shared leadership improve moral reasoning?
Go, Petra.
Yay! Norris Ways. Assessing servant leadership and its relationship with employee morale and organizational commitment in the U.S. Marine Corps. Dr. Ian Rosen.
Morris.
Jennifer Young, emotional intelligence of leaders within behavioral health organizations. Dr. Gorchin.
Thank you, Dr. Gorgian.
President Nealon, on behalf of the business psychology faculty of the Chicago School of Professional Psychology, I present to you these candidates who have been approved by the faculty and the Board of Trustees to receive the degree indicated, subject to the completion of all requirements, and respectfully request that you confer upon them the degrees for which they are qualified.
Thank you, Dr. Finkelman. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Chicago School of Professional Psychology and by the state of California, I hereby confer upon you the degrees for which you have qualified with all of the rights, privileges, immunities, and honors thereunto pertaining. Congratulations, everyone, and go off mute and give a huge big woof woof for yourself and your loved ones.
Woo! Yeah!
Yeah.
I feel like I don't miss sporting events anymore with the crowds here. I feel like I'm at a live football game. This is fantastic response. So thank you for allowing us to be part of it. Please raise your right hand and recite with me the oath of affirmation and diversity now on your screen. Other professionals may join us to reaffirm their oath. Please remain muted as I recite the oath. I hereby affirm that I shall discharge the responsibilities of my profession in a manner consistent with respect for the dignity and worth of the individual, and that I shall strive for this preservation and protection of fundamental human rights. That I shall seek to increase knowledge of human behavior, to increase self-understanding and understanding of others, and that I shall use such knowledge for the promotion of human welfare. That I shall seek to embrace the profession's commitment to understand and respect individual and cultural differences. That I shall diligently protect the welfare of those who seek my services, and that I shall use my skills only in the furtherance of human welfare and the integrity of the individual. And that I shall well and truly recognize the traditions and ethics of my profession, and that I shall subscribe to these traditions and ethics freely and upon my honor. As a representative of the Chicago school community, I hereby affirm to actively participate in this learning and professional community by embracing its commitment to understand and respect individual and cultural differences. As such, I will seek to gain knowledge of human difference that I may increase my understanding of self and others. And I will seek to build an environment of mutual respect and inclusion where all are valued.
Thank you, Mr. McPhee. Again, in closing, congratulations to the class of 2020. I am proud and happy to welcome you to the alumni ranks of the Chicago School. Each of you has worked so long and hard to get here today. I'm additionally pleased to congratulate your loved ones, many of whom I know are joining you for these virtual commencement exercises. I know the extent to which they've supported your dreams and how thrilled they are to share in your sense of accomplishment today. I know too that their dream for your future doesn't end here. You still have so many opportunities ahead. Graduation is always a time of celebration, a time to revel along with family and friends in all that you have accomplished. But never has there been more of a cause for celebration than this year. Those of you who are receiving your diplomas today have completed your education during one of the most, if not the most, challenging periods in your lives and in the world's recent history. Many of you have had to switch gears on a moment's notice and transition to a new learning modality. Even those of you who were already blended students had your lives upended in ways we couldn't have foreseen just a few months ago. Concerns about the coronavirus and about the economic and social upheaval that it has brought with it, I'm sure, have insinuated their ways into the lives of each of you and every one of you, tossing new hurdles into your academic pathway. But you have persevered, and you are here today to celebrate the completion of this important step in your pathway to the future. As you leave the Chicago School, now and forever your alma mater, you will take with you the values that are intrinsic to our model of education. Values that I hope have seeped as deeply into your soul as they have in mine, as well as the commitment to use your understanding of psychology to make this world a better place. So let's reflect for a brief moment on what education stands for. Your education, the degree that's conferred on you today, represents the knowledge and abilities that you have acquired, the insights that you've developed, and the understanding that has come from being part of a supportive learning community that has intentionally challenged you to do your best and be your best. It stands for the goals you have set for yourself and the incremental achievements that you have brought to close your accomplishment. Your education has also prepared you to think beyond textbook scenarios or the ones you have encountered during your practicum experiences and internships. It has prepared you to problem solve and to call on the knowledge that you have amassed, along with the values you have nurtured, to confront new challenges and unforeseen shifts in the world around you. As you take your place in a society grappling with unprecedented health and economic crises, and social justice related calls to action. These crises, as you know, have altered our lives unimaginably and threaten to do so for the indefinite future. Your skills, your values, and your compassion will be sorely needed. On the heels of COVID-19, we have a second pandemic that's looming, and that is the exponential increase in mental health and social challenges that face millions of people who are scrambling to protect themselves and their loved ones from the virus, while also trying to put food on the table or hang on to a job. Whether you will be working in schools, clinics, businesses, community-based organizations, the justice system, private practice, you will have a significant role to play in the recovery of our country. Use your education well and know that the Chicago School will always be proud of the difference you are about to make. Through diligent hard work and with big dreams for the future, each of you has become the graduate that we now congratulate and that we confidently send out into this world. It is perhaps a different world than the one in which you launched your academic career, but I have confidence that it will be a better place with you in it, putting Chicago School ideals and values into practice. Congratulations to every single one of you.
As we draw our celebration to a close, I now open the floor to our faculty. What piece of wisdom would you share with these graduates?
Congratulations to each and every one of our graduates. It just puts so much joy into my heart to see the accomplishment you have made here within our department of business psychology. My wisdom that I'm going to embark on you is just to do good work and ethical work for our community organizations. Enjoy your careers and know that we are always here to support you. Please reach out as needed. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. What I do want to share is that this has been such a special moment for me. I know that, doing the commencement in the normal, way that we've become used to is a special event. But it has been such a pleasure to watch each of the graduates through the hard work and effort that you have put in to get to the point that you are today, and seeing your families and seeing the celebration around you. It really does speak to how many lives are touched by your efforts to achieve your degree, and how many people are a part of that, and how important and special that is. So I guess if I were to say anything as a point of wisdom, here being asked to do that at the last moment, I guess I would say that you should carry that forward in your heart and continue your efforts that have brought you to this point with that same enthusiasm and love and commitment that you brought up to this point. Bring that forward, and you're going to continue to be successful in everything you do and help the communities and people around you. So again, congratulations. Very, very special.
Thank you. My words of wisdom are well aligned with our student speakers' thoughts, ironically. So thank you, Dr. Burrell-Page, for your thoughts. But you had said something about us being in uncharted water regarding the environment. And I want to reinforce the theme that what it took all of you to be successful today, to get to where we are today, is not uncharted water, right? So as you head out of the halls of academia at TCSPP, in 2020, those halls are known as a Zoom screen. So as you head out of the Zoom world, I challenge each of you to begin your journey by spending some time in self-reflection. I know it's not easy, as many successful professionals in applied settings have shared with me that they just don't have the luxury of time in their busy days for what they call a breather. To this, I've always challenged them to say, you don't have time to not take a breather. So what I want each of the 2020 BP department graduates to reflect on is the following question. What are the skills you've utilized most to make today happen? You've heard this already. You've completed not just a huge goal, but you did it faced with monumental circumstances. And while it certainly took a community, actually many communities, to get to today's celebration, there was something inside each of you that you tapped that led you to today's finish line. Many people start a marathon, but not everyone finishes a marathon. Today, for many of you, you're finishing the marathon. While I know you've likely capitalized on this skill in your personal and professional lives, I recommend that once you identify and label it, you purposefully draw upon it further as you positively impact the world around you. What led you to this point today will lead you to tomorrow's accomplishments. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you to our great faculty for sharing their wisdom. At this time, this concludes our celebration of the Business Psychology Class of 2020. Thank you all, and again, congratulations.